why is it 7 days? Like, we've done the job, we've outlaid all of this upfront materials and the wages and the lads and the fuel and everything, and now we're waiting 7 days to be paid. And I remember one of the senior lads who did all the jobs went, well, that's just the industry standard, that's what we do. And I was like, well, we're not here. Now, we talked about this a little bit earlier, is your revenue timings. So we have 2 types of revenues that come in our business. You have immediate. What that means is, like if you were to go in a shop and you buy a dress or a pair of shoes, you pay for it there and then at the counter, immediate. If you have a business where you offer the service and you do the work and then you get paid, it's really credit that you're providing. But there might be a small window of that. So like for WADA, you'll probably do the work but get paid as soon as they're finished within the salon. If you've got immediate payment, that makes it quite easy because then you're able to just kind of say, well, I know that I get paid for everything that I do. So if you've got credit, this is where you need to be looking at your payment terms and whether they're strong enough and how it affects your cash flow. Has anybody ever had the experience of the other side around where you've worked for a large company and they take 90 days to pay you? Factor in your finance, absolutely. Because your credit is really important, and your job as a business owner is you want to get your debtors, the time period to be as short as possible of the money that comes into your business, and you want to also be spreading out your creditors. And what I mean by that is if you are running your business right now, paying for things immediately, you could be giving your business more breathing space by having credit. Now, I understand, I've had people before say, I don't want credit because I like to know I just pay for it and it's just done and I don't have to think about it. But if your business runs, if you're able to run your business with your debtor days being shorter of the amount of time it takes you to get paid, but it takes you a longer time to pay your creditors, you end up with more money in your pot to allow you to function as a business, to grow as a business and to move forward as a business. So it's something today, when we've done our cash flow, you might want to look at your creditors and your debtor days. The simple term is going, how long does it take to get your payments in? And do you have any supplier terms which you could extend out a little bit further, which would allow you some headroom within your forecasting of your business and protect the business? Revenue is important because there might be things that you've put in place within your business just because it was what people do. I always remember when I had a construction company and going in and we would invoice and it would be 7 days after the work. And I remember saying, to the office, why is it 7 days? Like, we've done the job, we've outlaid all of this upfront materials and the wages and the lads and the fuel and everything, and now we're waiting 7 days to be paid. And I remember one of the senior lads who did all the jobs went, well, that's just the industry standard, that's what we do. And I was like, well, we're not here. Not at all. And he was like, we can't change that, people won't be happy with it. And I was like, I'm not happy with it. We're chasing money all the time, people aren't paying us. We're basically put everything into their job and then they can turn around and go, I'm not happy with that, don't want to pay for that, don't want to do this. I said, where's our protection? I was having to front load loads of cash out of the door to do jobs for people. I'm not taking care of the business. So I completely changed it around the terms. Instead of being paid when the job was done, on the large jobs, I got paid in trenches. So at the very, very end of a job, I only had a small percentage outstanding.